the first card you have for your past is, yes, the devil. The horrible, ugly old devil. Yeah, I'm seeing a situation that that kind of took you a long, long time to get over. First of all, it took you a long time to get away from this person in the devil card, this horrible person. And then after that, it took you a long time to get over. And I think they made that very difficult for you to get over. I'm seeing this is probably a love connection. Yes, it is. And just the whole thing, the whole time that you were with this person, you just felt so uneasy. And for so long, it just went on. And then, you felt quite paranoid when you were around this person as well. You were kind of thinking, who are they talking to? Who are they texting? What are they saying? Where are they now? All of that kind of thing. And I think you were so stressed about this person and what they were doing that you almost lost yourself. You lost yourself while you're in this relationship. It was like you completely changed yourself like this to this. These people are chained to this horrible devil, and you just couldn't see a way out of this. And you were so paranoid. You just weren't yourself. You completely changed. I'm seeing, when you're around this person. And you're going along in this relationship, and there would be times where you'd feel fine or almost fine. You never felt 100% fine, but you're almost okay. And then you'd see something or you'd hear something on social media, or something would happen, and then that would pull you all the way back down again. Then you're all paranoid. You're like, are they seeing someone? Who are they talking to? What's that all about? And you kind of fell down after that again. And I think, you stayed in this relationship for a long, long time, a lot longer than you should have. And I think looking back, you can see that. But while you're in something like this, it's very hard to see that. You want to keep on hanging on. You want to keep on believing that, what they say is true. And you just don't want to see sometimes what's actually, even sometimes when it's right in front of your face. So, yes, this is going to sound strange, but I'm just seeing, I'm actually just seeing hearts. So maybe they gave you a heart, or maybe they sent you heart emojis and texts. There's something around a heart. They might have given you a gift with a heart on it, or maybe something with a heart. These hearts were empty hearts. I'm seeing that they were probably up to a lot of things behind your back while you're receiving these hearts. If you look at this devil, his legs are making the shape of a heart, and that's what's making me see these hearts. And I think that's what kept you there. These people were saying, this person was giving you this heart, saying, I love you, all these things. And that you kind of said, oh, well, they do love me. I'll just stay here. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting around this. It's easier to send someone a heart, a false heart, or an emoji, which takes 1 second to kind of press and you send it. Doesn't mean anything. And, sometimes it depends on who's sending it to you. Sometimes it can mean a lot to the person. But for this person, no, it didn't mean anything. It was just they took their finger and they pressed something and a heart came out. That's it. And also the same with I love you. This was all empty coming from them. And, they gave you these hearts, but they didn't give you their real heart, their full heart. They weren't capable of doing that. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I think they're probably still doing the same thing to someone else right now. They might even be doing this to more than one person at this time. They might be giving someone hearts, saying, I love you, doing the same thing when their back's turned, and then the other one, all of that kind of thing. That's probably still going on. So you're very, very, very well out of this. The next card you have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So you did get away from this person. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that when you tried to get away from this person, it was very, very, very hard for you to do that. You were going backwards and forwards quite a lot, up and down, like these coins in this Two of Pentacles, thinking, oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I should go back. No, maybe I'm not. Maybe that wasn't true what I thought. Maybe they really did mean that. All of these things were going backwards and forwards. And then I'm seeing, when you did finally get away from this person, or they left you, or whatever happened, there was a separation. And then they were still trying to keep you there. They were still trying to kind of keep you on a string, like these two coins are kind of on this string. And, they kept you there just as kind of, oh, let's see if they'll come back. If I pull on this string, we'll see if they'll come back. It was that kind of really nasty thing. And, if you look at the man on this card as well, he looks a bit like a clown. He looks silly. He's playing around. And I'm seeing a player playing around. So they weren't willing to give you their all, of course. They also weren't willing to let you go either. It's this kind of horrible thing. And, I'm just seeing that they might even think that you're still an option even now for them. They might still think, tomorrow they might call you or they might text you and say, hey, how are you? And call you some little name like sweetheart or something. And then you'll be like, oh, and to see if you'll kind of bite. But you're not an option. You're not an option. You weren't an option then. You're not an option now. And I think once you found out how they were messing you around and what they were doing, you were out, and that was it. And that was very hard. You went backwards and forwards a few times, and they tried to get you back a few times, reel you in a few times. But once you made up your mind, I think that was it. Now, it did hurt. It wasn't easy. But that was it. You are not anyone's option. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your past is the Five of Wands. Craziness. Look at all this crowd. Look at these people in this card. So, yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I think this person probably had a lot of different people that they were talking to. They were probably sending about 10 different people emojis. I might be exaggerating. Hearts and flowers and love and aren't you beautiful and you're amazing and everything else. And all of these people probably didn't realise that they were one of many. And I think if they had have realised, they probably would have walked away just like you, or kind of distanced themselves like you. But no, what's happening? They're all jumping up and down, kind of doing a dance, and this person's kind of, whom will I pick today? This one. And it's just really horrible. And I don't think either of these people knew about each other. And they're probably still doing a similar thing right now. Who wants to stay and fight for the devil? Not you. So you left. And I think as all of these people realised, they probably did the same. But I don't think this person is really changing at this time. I think they still have this kind of thing around them. Right now, even, I think they still have a lot of people around them and they're kind of playing them all. That's what I'm seeing. I'm really sorry you're in this situation. It's horrible. The first card you have for your present is the Star. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Look at this beautiful woman. Now, this represents you. If you're a man, I'm sorry, but this represents you. Attractive, strong, hopeful, all of these things, confident, getting your confidence back anyway. You probably aren't completely 100% confident because of this devil person, but you're getting it back at this time. And look at this. If you're ever tempted to go back, have a look at these two cards. Look at what's on the right. That's you. Look at how beautiful and serene and everything. Here's this beautiful woman in the moonlight bathing. And look at what's on the left-hand side. If you ever are tempted to go back to this person, think about these two cards side by side. So, yes, I'm also getting a feeling of relief in this card, a relief that you actually didn't go back. They wanted you to go back, I'm seeing that, but you didn't in the end, you didn't. And, a person can only have you on a string if you agree to be on that string. And you did not agree to be on that string, which is good. I'm also seeing that, you have a lot of hope. You have a lot of hope for the future. Once you kind of got over the worst of this, you started to look up and see that there was a lot of hope. And I think you know that good things are coming for you, which is really good, really good. And I think you might even have ideas, plans, goals, things like that as well. And you know that you can achieve those things. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that there's a new relationship. It's on the horizon for you if you haven't already seen it yet. It is on the horizon for you. There's a little white star, and if you look at the horizon of this card, there's a little white star on the horizon. Now, it's beautiful. That little white star is going to lead to a trail of stars, and you're going to follow that path. As you become more and more confident, it's going to lead you up to that big, beautiful golden star, which is that person, because they are a very, very special person. And they're going to come and form a trail of stars all the way down, back around to you, because they're going to show that love back to you. This is beautiful. This is what I'm seeing in this card. So I'm seeing, they are on the horizon. You're probably not ready for them yet, but by the time you've built all your confidence up, you will be ready for them. Because at this time, I'm seeing that you're probably just conserving your emotions. You're conserving everything. Because if you look at this woman again, she's pouring water, representing emotions, back into this pond. So you only have so much that you can give right now to anyone. Doesn't matter who it is. Could be the most amazing person on earth. You don't have enough emotional energy to actually give your all to someone at this time. You're still getting over this horrible devil, but you are gaining confidence. You're getting your confidence back day by day. By the time you have your confidence back, by the time you're ready, that's when you're going to walk up to this horizon and walk up these path of stars and meet that beautiful person. That's what I'm seeing in that card. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. The next card you have for your present is the 10 of Wands. So yes, there are still going to be times when you're feeling a bit down. This is what happens. I mean, this is what I'm saying. While you don't have this is what I mean by you don't fully have all of your confidence back yet. You're getting it back, but you're not quite there yet. So there are times when, you're feeling fine. You're feeling confident, or more confident than you were, and you're ready to take on new things. You're okay, you're planning things. But then there are times when you feel all the way down again. And I think this is about, when you think about everything you went through with this person, I'm seeing even some resentfulness that you've lost so much time. You lost big chunks of time, wasted time while you were with this person. And you really lost your head and your mind and your heart and everything at that time. And, everything was full of stress, and you just wished you'd spent that time being more positive. But, you can't. I think at that time you also couldn't achieve anything because you had a lot of stress in your mind as well. But, you got away. That's the most important thing. And you might be at times, feeling fine, and then you look back and think of that wasted time you spent with that person and how you spent it feeling really negative. Now, I'm seeing that, this, if you look at this man, he's heading toward this beautiful cottage, but he can't see where he's heading because he has these big wands in front of him. He has this negativity in front of him that he's thinking about. So you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere positive. You have goals. You have this beautiful star on the horizon. You have a lot of positivity in front of you. But it's hard for you to see them when you start thinking about this person again. And, then you're blinded to everything positive that's ahead of you. So if this resonates and you still think about this person every now and again, you get dragged back down again, do whatever you can to stay out of that, out of those bad thoughts about that person. You might want to start even, sometimes it's a good idea to start writing a list about your plans and your goals and what you want to do and positive things you like doing. And whenever you have this thought come into your head, go and have a look at that list. You might be able to put it on your phone or somewhere. Have a look at that and think, okay, what am I going to do toward my goal while I'm feeling like this? I'll concentrate on that. Or pull myself out of the past and I'll head into the future, because you can't get that time back that you had with that person. We can't go backwards. We can only move forwards. So whenever you have a thought about the past, any negativity, try to replace it with a thought about the future. The devil can't change, but you can change. You can definitely change, and you are already changing it, and you can keep on changing, keep on moving toward your future. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Hierophant. So yes, I'm seeing that this is about this new person who's on the horizon for you. This is beautiful. Okay, so this is going to be someone who isn't someone who you're normally attracted to. This is someone extremely different, very different, probably someone who you would never imagine that you would actually be attracted to. Someone very, very different, who you're normally around even. And, if you're attracted to the devil, that's probably a good thing that you're attracted to someone completely different. But, if you have a type, or if you think about, the kind of person who you were attracted to in the past, this person's going to be totally different. And they might even be a little bit unconventional. But I think this is really good for you, and I think this is what you're going to be looking for. I think, you've tried whatever you've tried in the past and it hasn't worked. So you're going to look for something completely different. And I think this person is going to be, maybe they're going to have a job that's completely different to you. And that's going to be really good. It's going to be really interesting for you, because if you have someone who has the same job as you, for example, and you get home and you say, "Hi, how was your day?" "Oh, it was the same as yours." "Oh, how was your day?" "The same as yours." "Oh, that's very boring." To me anyway, maybe not to you, but to me it is. If you have someone who's completely different, what if you go out with someone who's like an actor or something, and they say, "Oh, it's amazing, I did this and I met this person and I acted and then I fell over and I had to wear this costume and it was really fun." You'd be like, "Wow, this is really interesting. This person doesn't just leave me in my world, they take me up into a new world that I haven't been to before. And they help me to explore new things with them and learn new things." And that's what you're going to be doing with this person. The Hierophant can be about, organized religion. It can be about old structures and things like that. You're completely going to be out of your old structure and your old way of thinking, and you're going to be finding someone completely new that takes you into a whole new world. That's what I'm seeing there, and that really follows on from the Star. It's very beautiful. The first card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. So yes, again, this is someone who doesn't fit in. Maybe it's someone who doesn't quite look like they fit into the world you're in right now, or maybe they don't fit in with somewhere. There's someone very unconventional, someone very, very different. Not someone who you would normally be around even, let alone have a romantic relationship with. If you look at this page, he's in the desert. He's in the desert. The desert's hot. The desert's dry. But look at how he's dressed. He has a blanket around him. He has long sleeves. He has boots. He has a hat. So he's not dressed conventionally for his surroundings. So, they're not conventional, but this is going to be a really, really positive connection. And also everything's looking up on this card as well. This pyramid, these pyramid-shaped mountains are pointing upwards, and that can reflect the little pyramid you see on the angel in the, in the Temperance card. Yeah, in the Temperance card. It's like the symbol of alchemy, the triangle, which is pointing upwards, and it means, taking a bad situation and making it into something positive. So that's what you're doing. You're looking up. The page is looking up to the top of this wand as well, and this is really good. This is like you're looking up to new things. You are looking up to different things with this person. This is fantastic. The next card you have for your future is the Five of Cups. So yes, I think this ex, or whoever this was in the Devil card, they might be on the start of a journey now. Now, I know I said the Devil can't change, but I think this person might be starting to change just a little bit, or starting to realize that the situation they put themselves in is not good, it's not happy for them, and they're thinking about, why am I feeling like this? They might not connect the dots yet. They might not be thinking, oh, my bad feelings are connected to my bad behavior, which is what it is. But they might just be feeling bad at this time, and they might be thinking, why am I feeling so bad? They're still going to have a lot of these people around them. But the thing is, they're going to start to realize that, I have all of these people around them, but I don't connect with any of them properly. I don't know them properly. They don't know me properly. They can only see a little part of me because I have so many different people who I'm kind of juggling around, that I never spend proper time with each person. I don't get to know each person properly. I don't truly, truly love them. And they can't truly love me because they can't truly know me. That's what this person's going through at this time. If they stopped all of their game playing with all of these different people and they stopped their old ways, they'd probably realise what was going on and they'd be able to have a proper relationship with one person. But that's not what they're doing still. I don't think they're going to change for a long, long time. They're not going to realise that that's what's making them miserable. But I think they probably will eventually. They'll connect the dots eventually, but they're not quite going to be doing that at this time yet. But that's how they're feeling. They're not going to be feeling very happy. But, it's them. They're doing it to themselves. So, excuse my nose, I'm sniffing a bit. The last card you have for your future is the Queen of Pentacles. So, you're going to be, at this time, you're going to be nurturing yourself. You're going to be nurturing yourself into stability and into peace. And, if you look at this Queen, the most important thing to this Queen is the stability. She has this coin in her lap and she's gazing at this coin. It's like it's her child and she loves it so much. So stability is very, very important for this Queen. Newness as well. There's a lot of newness. So in this, I'm seeing also this new relationship as well. And I'm seeing that, again, I'm seeing this as going to be a very unconventional person. When you meet this person, you're not going to see them as someone who you can have a relationship with. You're going to look at them and you're going to say, or talk to them, and you're going to say, this isn't the normal person I usually see as someone who I can have a relationship with. I don't know, but I have all these feelings, but I just don't know why I'm having these feelings for this person. So you're going to have to open your mind. And once you open your mind, then you're going to be able to open your heart. So it's going to take some time. It's going to be a slow process before you actually come toward this person and before you actually do start a relationship with them. But once you do, it's going to be absolutely beautiful and stable and new and interesting and exciting, because this is a very different person. And you're going to have a new life with them, because I'm looking at this. There's a rabbit in the corner of this card. I'll just lift it up so you can see it. In the bottom right hand corner, and a symbol of new life, a big symbol of new life, when you think of Easter and all of these things, is a rabbit. So you're going to have a new life with this unconventional person.